Sir, he hasn't spoken. Ratan Sharda, sir, what does this mean? पहले तो आप इसको बता दीजिए, then we can, go ahead.
देखिए, मुझे आज पता चला कि रूठने से आप मनाते हैं और अधिक टाइम देते हैं। यानी तुनक मिजाजी कोई बच्चा मुंह रूठ के चला जाए, अब उसको मना के लाएंगे, बेटा आ जाए, तुझे 2 मिनट और बोलने दूंगा। ये कोई बहस करने का तरीका नहीं है, क्योंकि इनको पूरा टाइम चाहिए, अनलिमिटेड टाइम चाहिए। कभी ये चीन को सपोर्ट करते हैं कि अभी इस्लाम को सपोर्ट करते हैं, फ्रीलांसर है, कोई बात नहीं। लेकिन रूठ के आप टाइम देंगे, ठीक नहीं, उसको जाना चला जाए ना, क्यों दोबारा आता है, फिर मत आए। नाउ कमिंग टू द मेन इशू, लेट मी नॉट बीट अराउंड द बुश. I will not talk constitutional, issues. I will let people know what this entire game of Waqf Board is, and nobody should disturb me. First of all, in partition, we gave 1/3 of the land. We lost thousands of lives, millions of people are homeless, and we gave 1/3 of our land to those people who didn't want to live with us. Now, to demand the same right again all over, having already got the land that they wanted, and those who were with us, they came to us believing that we are a secular country, we are a Hindu-dominated country, we will live with them. Now to use the words like "हमको हम नहीं होने देंगे" reminds me of direct action days, reminds me of partition violence. So this kind of language cannot simply be tolerated. Whoever uses the words, non-violent and all that, what a CA protest? Was it supposed to be non-violent? And was it based on misused facts? Now, if there was no need, still Nehruji brought in 1954 Waqf Board. Fine. That worked till 1994. So for 40 years, the Waqf Board bill was enough. Now, 1995, Congress come with a draconian law which takes away the rights of every other community, supersedes every community, not only supersedes every community, it takes a right over judiciary also. मेरा कातिल मेरा मुंसिफ निकला, क्या मेरे हक में गवाही देगा? So the Maulvi decides, my home is yours, and then Maulvi says, मेरे पास आके prove करो ये तुम्हारा है. I cannot go to court. So if the new Waqf Board says, go to the court, they say it is against our sovereignty. Are you a nation within nation? Sorry, my dear friends, you are part of this nation, part of this law. So if I follow certain law, you must follow the same law. If not, the door to 1947 is still open. Don't threaten people here. And now if you say that democracy is in danger, what kind of democracy? When you have majority law all these years, now suddenly find majority a problem. Which country has this kind of free democracy, this kind of free argument to decide whatever they want to? Does any Islamic state have this kind of facility for any minority? What is happening in Bangladesh? None of the people sitting here have opened their mouth for atrocities on Bengali Hindus. None of them have spoken.
Right.
They have not spoken about against Turkey when there are Kurds and Kurds who are facing atrocities and killings. They will not open their mouth for the Muslims of Uyghur because that's their boss's land. So don't teach us what is democracy. Don't teach us our rights. Don't try to take our rights. There is no democracy. There is no law where a Christian, Hindu, Parsi, Jew, everybody is over.
And in this case, it is unfortunate that people are using religion as an excuse to defend the land loot. Shazia Ilmi, how will you convince the opposition? Because you see, the bill will be tabled. It may even be passed. But ये लोग बोलते रहेंगे कि ये dictatorial है, जबरदस्ती कर दिया आपने.
The funny thing, Pranesh, is that when it comes to the interest of the Muslim community, even when it comes to following the word of Quran, these so-called Muslim clerics or leaders who want Muslims as their constituency primarily are ready to disregard the word of Quran, are ready to throw their fellow Muslims under the bus only because they want political power and they want to continue with this misuse that goes on in the name of Waqf. So there are more than 8 lakh properties, out of which almost 1/8 are registered and many of them aren't. The main issues are that of misuse, opacity, mismanagement and illegal sales. And it serves the purpose of not just Waqf but the community. It proposes to serve or espouses to serve, will be served better if only there is better management. In fact, Ratan Sharda ji is absolutely right, 1954, so this was not part of the constitution. This came in 1954. Then in 1995, something absolutely, I don't know how we lived through that and why nobody highlighted it. The decision of the Waqf Tribunal became final. It could not be challenged under any court. I don't know what was the need for this, for the government. Was it a kind of a compensation because the whole Ram Mandir issue had begun? So those were those times. So what was the need of the Congress party or Rajiv Gandhi government to go ahead and come up with such measures, making them completely like a carte blanche for the clergy and the land mafia, I would
Right.
say, not even the clergy.
Right.